like just having clarity of mind. That doesn't mean like I think that that's a great question because I'm sure that there's still some like underlying factors in me. Like I'm a very like highly neurotic person, and I still have like certain tendencies that I notice in myself, but it's not nearly to the same level. So if that makes
So,
sense.
so this, I see what you're saying, but it seems like that they're still there and that you're just masking them. That's what it seems like. And I'm trying to figure out how have you ruled that out instead of it actually being that's at play here.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll just like air it out. I struggled really bad with OCD. So I think that it's a little bit it's that's like a disorder like you can't it's like such a pervasive thing like you
Really?
can't.
People
I
with
mean,
OCD mask all the time.
right, but that doesn't mean internally in their mind like it's not constantly affecting them, right? So like I can
I don't know.
mask it
How do
out.
you know that? Why do you make that assumption?
I mean, I would okay, I don't want to say that generalize that for everyone. I would
You kind of
say,
already have.
well, that's not, well, then I retract
And with
that.
your
I mean,
authority as a psychology student, are you actually a student or you just stuff
I,
up?
no, no, I don't just look stuff up. I am studying psychology and I apologize if I generalize. I did not mean to do that at all. I'm just saying in my particular situation, um, it was something I struggled with my whole life and I never really had clarity with. So when I did get clarity, like after after trying, a ton of stuff, like it did seem to me like that's, and this is just personally speaking, like that's a reason why I do believe in God, which is personal for me.
Right, it seems unquestionable, as most of your answers today. I still don't
You know
understand
what?
why you'd come here. Go ahead, Hammy.
I'm oh,
Sorry,
I'm
not
gonna
this.
take Hannah's spot. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
take it,
taking it.
please, by all means.
I'm with heretical in the comments. I look stuff up. If I don't understand, I Google, I research. So yeah, I'm with Thrayle. I don't feel like you've properly answered, or if you're wanting to, right? This is completely you. I don't know you. But there are questions and things that you don't know the answer to. Why not have a research? Why jump to the conclusion that, oh, because you had this? Um, but there are research. Yes, you could possibly be the who suffer the same thing and different things, and it doesn't account to a higher power. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally understand, and like I'm sorry if I came off like I wasn't questioning. I This has definitely made me think, and yeah, I really respect you guys, and I appreciate
I appreciate
your
you, Lily.
time.
I hope that you do question. I hope that there are questions that you ask more than seeking to affirm your faith, but to actually test it, understand it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely do more of that. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Appreciate you. Take care.
Yeah. Sorry, Hammy, if I jumped in on that, but yeah, I
It's
felt
fine.
a calm way of doing it.
No, you've done excellent, Noctis. I pushed, but I didn't want to push too hard, and you definitely stopped me from doing that once.
Yeah, I was listening in. I've been listening in for the past couple hours, and I heard that, and it it just reminded me of whenever I was younger and I was masking my symptoms and ignoring them and just pretending to be happy, and it still
Yeah.
sounds like that.
Yeah, where it just bottles and eventually it's gonna reach that roof again.
Yeah. And whenever she said that after praying, it like lessened but was still there. It's like, yeah, that's called masking. Like you're literally masking the symptoms.
I think it would be worth it for them to look into it. I don't want to linger too long, and I thought I did have a request. There we go. We had one that was a ghost, but now we've got Rocket Man Commander Age for TikTok TOS. Rocket Man, did you... We had one that was a ghost, but... Rocket Man, burning up his fuse back down to chat.
Noises.
It's harder for me to hear those noises right now because the rain is coming down on the studio.
Yeah, you're in the pits of the...
So I can't open the door, which is what I would normally do. Oh my. There we go. TikTok says this is an activity. There was activity proof that I'm real.
Wiggle about a bit more. How have you been, Hammy?
Hammy. Maybe he's just not responding to us till we play a song.
That's just rude. Try it, see what happens.
I am with the customer.
How dare the customer get in the way?
Yeah. Who that? Who that rolling through the jam? It's the one, it's the only notorious sham. Slide in the spotlight, who ate my fries? How you stay broke but you rich in lies? How your crew tough yet they scared of bees? How you sell dreams but you hate to sleep? Ask dumb questions, that's my method. Backwoods blessings, crooked lessons. How your watch shine but you late all day? How you talk deep then you fade away? Big hand, big plan, that's facts and spam. If I don't make sense, then you just don't understand. How your tank empty, but you still gassed up. How you say you hungry, never snack up. Yeah, notorious H-Jam. Big hand, big man, big scam. Finna knock down what you with the flim flam. Talking in circles like a fan on a stand. Yeah, notorious H-Jam. Ask wild questions, then I go ham. If it sound wrong, then it might be right. I'm the big ham, barking all night. How you count sheep when you scared of wool? How you drop gems but your ring box full? How you hate rain yet you love that drip? How you talk slick, never moisturize lips? Come on, I pull up like who cooked air in the pot? How you say you cold when your block too hot? How you stay awake in a daydream trance? How you claim you grown in your little boy pants? Big ham logic, all smoke, no exit. Make your brain glitch, you can't refresh it. How you chase clout but you scared of heights? How your future bright but you cut the lights? Notorious H-I-M. Big hand, big man, big scam. Finna knock down what you with the flim flam. Talking in circles like a fan on a stand. Yeah. Notorious H-I-M. Ask wild questions, then I go ham. If it sound wrong, then it might be right. I'm the big ham, barking all night. Yeah, who that hog on the hotline? Ask why the stop sign never got a green side. Why you say forever, then you check the time? How you claim you honest with a practice lie? Woo! Notorious H-I-M. Big hand, big man, big scam. Finna knock down what you with the flim flam. Talking in circles like a fan on a stand. Yeah, notorious H-I-M. Ask wild questions, then I go ham. If it sound wrong, then it might be right. I'm the big ham, barking on bike. All night. Or H-I-M. Ask that. Ask wild questions, then I fucking on bike. Fact. Talk back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Oh, ain't notorious, ain't notorious, ain't notorious, H-I-M. Trust more me, more your soul. Question what they tell you, question what you share. But if you question nothing, question what they tell you, question what you share. But if you question nothing, you just breathe in hot air. Then you just breathe in hot air. Truth got layers, rumor just blur. Who you really scared of, them or your own fear? I met a dude, swore his landlord reptile. Said he blinked sideways, tongue out, hostile. I said, or he stressed, late rent, 3 kids. And that stare mean pay up, not shapeshift, squid. You got charts on the wall with the red string, but can't keep the lights on. Late on everything, sharp in your mind like a sword in the dojo. Cut through the cap, not the neighbor at the bodega, bro. Chill. Yeti in the basement, lizards in the Senate. You believe everything long as they said it. Flat earth flyers take to the pole. Will you trust more me, more your soul? Take to the pole. Will you trust more me, more your soul? Question what they tell you, question what you share. But if you question nothing, you just breathe in hot air. Truth got layers, rumor just blur. Who you really scared of, them or your own? You really ask, I'm just feeding your nerves. Monk in the madness, I stay clear. I fight bad logic, that's the enemy here.
I adored those. Also, apologies. I'm gonna have him to go too. Boo.
Before you drop, to answer your question, I've been doing okay. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I've missed you all. So yeah. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe a month and a half and we'll be there. We'll see. Then I'll do a real tour of the house and not just my Sims variation of it that I did last night in the Discord. So you should join the Discord, peeps.
Hell yeah, they should. But also, I appreciate you, Noctis. Thank you so much for being here. So good to see you again.
You too. I love you all. Drop me to the abyss.
I got you. And big W's for Noctis. And if anybody's got a belief in a god or gods, a higher power, or anything like that, and you are capable of questioning that belief, then go ahead and request up. We're not here to debate you or argue. We really just want to know if you can question your beliefs. Then what is it you believe? Do you believe it? Hard. Of it all. Of it all.
Yeah, no, they said, she had said that, because she said that Jesus said that he was I am. And she said in the A&E, saying I am was considered blasphemy. And I didn't know if that it didn't sound too terribly right to me. So I tagged you. I sent it to you to see if you could. Oh, judging by the laughing faces, that means no, it was not considered blasphemy. Not considered blasphemy.
I'm going to the store. Blasphemy!
Blasphemer!
Watch that show, Monk. So there's an episode that has a couple of friends find what they think is his treasure map. And anyway, so they go and tell Monk that the teacher has given them this. They were supposed to read Treasure Island, and they didn't do it. And so to try to like save their grade, he gave them this map and said, go find the X. And the one guy goes, "We're totally not lying." But at the end, Monk figures it out, and he goes, "You want to try to explain yourselves?" And the one kid says, "Yes." And there's silence, and he looks at me and goes, "Well, I mean, not right now. You have to give me a couple of days." And that's sort of what that was there, like an A&E. Is that there? Hey, maybe, well, not right now. You have to give me a couple of days. It stopped being funny there at the end. Sorry about that. I thought I had something there. It was better inside my head.
That's good.
Don't worry. I've had those jokes that sound better in my head. And then whenever it's spoken out loud, nobody laughs but me. And I'm like, oh. Okay, then.
Hammy, just know that I always laugh. I'm just muted, so you can't hear it. And I'm sure that's true of everyone. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we laugh at not laughing.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel better, Hammy?
No.
I tried.
But it is what it is. Yeah.
Does that make you feel better, Hammy?
No.
I tried.
But then I take a break from all, because sometimes it feels like people stop laughing with you and they start laughing at you, and that's like, yeah. And I know probably I'm just being a little oversensitive about certain things, but
we got you, Hammy.
Once it starts to feel that way, I start to take a break.
Well, you also just addressed it out loud, so I think your friends are going to notice.
Oh, you don't notice. Yeah. But,
Well, I'll keep that in mind. But Dr. Josh, I appreciate you coming up and telling us that. I wish we had a believer with beliefs that was questioning their beliefs. That's always awesome when you're here for that.
Well, I will. I've got to go sort out a 3-child debate here, but I'll try to listen in. But I did want to say, so that I can tell Megan that I did my duty. We're doing a webinar tonight, a free webinar on Digital Hammurabi, for people that, if anybody's ever been interested in learning Sumerian.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's an hour-long seminar. I think there's like 150 people that have signed up for it now. But if you go to digitalhammurabi.com, so I can always spell it, digital, HAMMURABI.com/Easter, which is because Megan every year has to answer 1,000 questions about how Easter is not related to Ishtar. And you just put your email address in there, and then it'll send you a Zoom link for the webinar. But yeah, pretty excited. It's at 8:00 tonight, EST, and hopefully there will be minimal times when we'll have to put small children back to bed during the hour. So.
Right. Well, it sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Likely going to be asleep myself, but I hope you have plenty of attendees. And
I appreciate that.
There. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. All right. Well, I will keep listening in.
Hell yeah. Big W's
And
for Dr. Josh.
bye, guys.
Appreciate you.
Make sure you tell Megan I said
I think that's a perfect time for us to fly back into a musical segue while we wait for somebody with the curiosity or the courage to question their beliefs. If that sounds like you, if you think you can question whatever God it is you believe in, then go ahead and request on up. We're not here to debate you, we're not here to argue. We just want to know if you can question your beliefs. And if you can, what is it that you believe?
But if you've got a belief in a power above, request on up, request on up.
A curious mind is a lantern at night, brave enough to see and still hold the light.
A belief may be sturdy, ancient, and tough, but bravery asks softly, is that quite enough? Some people defend what they already know. Brave people ask where the knowing might go.
The boldest question is gentle and small. What if this answer isn't the answer at all?
Bravery isn't tearing a belief apart. It's knocking politely and asking to start. So if you do have a belief in a God or a higher power or something like that, and you can question that belief, request on up. Request on up. Request on up.
Step right up, I got doubt for sale. Holy water in a paper pail. Priest says some don't poke that sky. Say why then, why then, why? Gold leaf book with a missing map. Every answer ends in hush that chat. If you got so big and bold, why is he scared of what I'm told? I got questions, questions, jangling keys, rattling the lock on my own beliefs. If there's a throne in the clouds above me, he can take a joke, or he ain't that mighty. I'm not damned, I'm just finally walking out the thought prison with my questions, questions, clanging like carnival rides set free. Angel on the fly says one true show. Devil in the fine print says you go. Collection plates got more teeth than grace. Bites my wallet, calls it faith. The boss upstairs runs every play. Why's the blame fall down this way? If he made my crooked mind, did he plan these doubts I find? I got questions, questions, jangling keys, rattling the lock on my own beliefs. If there's a throne in the clouds above me, he can take a joke, or he ain't that mighty. I'm not lost, I'm just gladly walking out the thought prison with mine. Questions, questions, clanging like carnival rides set free. Oh yeah. Whom it may or may not concern, if you're there, you love this mess. If you're not, I love it less. on my old me. He'd laugh along or he'd just unglue me. I'm not scared, I'm just finally breaking out the thought prison with my questions. Questions are the only thing that ever set me free. I walk in, scuff shoes, stiff jaw. They got clipboards, cold eye, writing down every flaw. Skeleton man on a tall wood chair, bones crossed like stay your case. I can feel every stare in the room like spotlights on my face. He say, you sure that you know what you think you know? Or you just wearing what your daddy wore? I take breath, feel truth, hit my ribs, let the silence count to 4. If I believe it, I'ma believe it when I speak. Stand up to the panel, let them pick it every piece. Question every question till the doubt falls through. Skeleton man, I'm looking dead at you. If I believe it, I'ma hold it in the fire. If it burns, it was just another choir. But if it stands strong when you tear it into, skeleton man, I'm still standing with the truth. They say, who taught you that? What book, what screen, what preacher, what teacher, what mean? In between I say, look, I've been wrong, I've been loud, I've been blind, but I stayed in the ring till I changed my mind. Every doubt like a drum in my chest, boom. Every fear like sweat on my neck. But I lean on the things I recheck myself, not the ones that I keep to impress. Skeleton on me with the ink stained hands, no shade, those stats again, I throw back. Wow. Right after win, turn the whole trial into my best friend. If I believe it, I'ma bleed it when I speak. Stand up to the panel, let them pick at every piece. Question every question till the doubt falls through. Skeleton man, I'm looking dead at you. If I believe it, I'ma hold it in the fire. If it burns up, it's just another choir. But if it stands strong when you tear it into, skeleton man, I'm still standing with the truth. Ask me again. I'm not afraid. If it cracks in my hands, let it break, let it fade. But if it stays, the frame, then my faith ain't a costume. The marrow in my I'ma bleed it when it falls through. Skeleton man, I'm looking dead at you. If I believe it, I'ma hold it in the fire. If it burns up, was just another choir. But if it stays strong when you tear it into, skeleton man, I'm still standing with the truth.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much to Heretical Apothecary and Michael V for those, and of course you guys for inspiring the questioning keys. If any of you have a belief in a god or God's higher power or anything like that, and you were to debate you, we're not looking to argue or tear you down. Nobody's trying to talk to you. Do you have a belief in a god or gods, higher power, or anything like that?
I do not,
I see. Why not?
because we live and then we die, just like any other creature.
It doesn't quite answer my question.
I mean, do you want, what do you want? Like, deeper understanding of we just living for now, not forever?
Did you read the prompt before you came up?
Yeah, can you question your beliefs?
Did you read anything else?
No, that's the only thing that's up there.
Wow. That's the only thing on screen, huh? The only
Yeah.
words at all on the entire screen are, can you question your beliefs? I'm glad you read that much at least.
I mean, unless you want me to read the comments.
Well, up there where it says, why do you believe in a god? Or over there where it says, questioning beliefs, not a debate.
Yeah, it doesn't say, why do you believe in God? It says, can you question your beliefs?
Above that. And above where it says Batcolyte.
There's Batcolyte, can you question your beliefs? That's
You
it.
don't
That's
see
all
the
it says.
text flashing above it. At the top of your screen, you don't see text flashing.
Oh, it says, why do you believe in a God?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't.
Right.
There's
You
no
came
reason
up anyways. So since you don't believe in a god, my question is the reverse. Why don't you believe in a god?
because we made that up as a form of understanding death.
So we made up God as a form of understanding death?
Yeah, of course.
Is this something that you're absolutely certain of and can't question?
No, just as far as gods go.
What would
That would-
convince you that a god actually does exist?
I don't think that question could be answered.
You don't think anything at all could compel you to believe that there's something like a god existing?
No, of course not.
Why not?
Nobody has any proof of that.
I didn't say there was proof. I said, what might convince you?
A miracle.
What is a miracle?
Something that's beyond our understanding and comprehension.
So if something is beyond our understanding and our current comprehension, then it is a miracle.
Yes.
So was it a miracle at a certain point in time that the earth was round when people believed it was flat because it was beyond their comprehension?
It was only flat. It was only flat because we didn't understand the rotation
Right.
of.
Did finding out that it was round, did that count as a miracle?
No, it didn't. That was just science and our understanding of things.
So if we understand something, then it's not a miracle.
No, it's not a miracle.
What if we just don't understand it right now?
And it still wouldn't be counted as a miracle.
So then what is a miracle?
Miracle is something that you don't understand that actually happened.
Something you don't understand, I'm sorry, that actually
Really
happened.
happened. Like somebody walking on water, breathing underwater, or like some crazy.
But if you come to
Unworthy
understand
stuff.
it later, was it a miracle when it happened?
No,
Why
it
you
wasn't.
didn't
It was just
understand?
understanding of the world.
So then you're just saying a miracle is anything that we can't come to understand later.
Right.
And how would
There's
that
nothing like
convince
that in
you?
this world.
How would
There is no miracles. Miracles don't happen.
how would that convince you that a God exists?
If a miracle happened, something we
Yeah,
can't
I
comprehend.
don't think you're actually hearing the words coming out of my mouth. Daniel, why did you request up?
Oh, because I wanted to hear somebody else's opinion on not having a God. How about we just live for the time we are, and that's it?
Right, so you came up to sermonize at us and hear other people, but not to question your own disbelief.
My disbelief is of a God. I mean, I haven't heard any of you
I feel
talk
like
about.
I feel like you're drunk or something, or you're just absolutely not understanding what I'm saying or what this life is. So I'm
No,
gonna set you down, and maybe you should watch a little and ask questions before you throw yourself in the ring.
I don't know. I've been fairly vocal about the fact that I'm an atheist. Like several times on this very panel.
Well, but he came up here to hear about all the gods that we believe in.
Oh, I thought you were saying all the gods that we don't believe in. So I was going to say, I'm like, it's going to be a very disappointing conversation.
Yeah,
It would seem more like a, I don't know, like a philosophical, mental masturbation. To have all this up here just talking about how we don't believe in God.
nobody's
Oh.
interested. Yeah, we're not interested in just glazing atheists about being atheist. Hello, Bats. How are you?
Hi, Thrayle. I'm doing fine. Just always tapping away till we get to that 70K.
Hell yeah.
I heard some of the music when I came in. Sounds all great.
Well, one of them was yours. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, Thrayle. And appreciate you, Hammy and Blake. I made you a song, Hammy, too, but it was a little bit ago, so it wasn't able for this live.
Well, I have to go, y'all. If you can meet me.
Appreciate you, Blake.
Appreciate you, Blake. Always fun having you around.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
See you,
y'all.
Blake.
Big W's for Blake. I don't know if the music's still playing for everyone. I have the pitter patter of rain kind of blotting out.
Yeah, I can't really hear because of the pitter patter. Wait. Yeah, it's playing. It's playing. I can hear it.
Hell yeah. We do have a guest in the request. One I think might be asleep, but this one just do have. Hello, Prophet. Can I get your age for
How you doing, sir?
TOS?
38.
And do you have a belief in a god or gods, higher power, or anything like that?
Yes, I do believe in one true God, Jehovah.
You say one true God, Jehovah. Is this...
Yes, sir.
Where's this Jehovah God from?
Spiritual realm, heaven, kingdom of heaven.
He's from the kingdom of heaven. Is that where he was born?
He doesn't have a birth.
Oh. Was he made?
Nope, he always existed.
Fascinating. Existed where? In the spiritual heaven place?
Yes, sir. He always
Was it
existed
ever
in the
made?
spiritual realm. The Bible says that in the beginning he created the heavens and the earth. So he
So,
did make
so
he
he
did
did
make this he
exist.
did make the heavens.
So he existed somewhere.
Huh?
Was it ever made? It
Make this he
exist.
did make the heavens.
So he existed somewhere else. And always him.
He was always existing. His name, Yehovah, in Hebrew, according to Paleo Hebrew.
Some Paleo Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
And according to Paleo Hebrew, you're saying that Yahovah means he who is, always existed, and always will be.
Yes, sir.
Where did you get that translation?
From Paleo Hebrew and Hebrew manuscripts. I study those.
I'm asking, like, specifically, is there a concordance or somewhere where I can find that Hebrew word means?
Nehemiah's Wall, nehemiahswall.com.
So a website.
Yeah, it's a he's a Karaite Jew. He actually studies and majors in manuscripts. He has like over 1,000 of them. He travels the world and he gathers these Hebrew manuscripts in search of them to restore the actual Hebrew Bible, not going by the American Bibles, like, because American Bibles are not accurate at all.
Do you
They're
not
like
think there
50%
is
accurate.
already a Hebrew Bible?
Yeah, there is one. Yeah, there is one, but it doesn't have the a lot of the Hebrew Bibles that we have, like even in America, the Bibles we have is like over 5,000 of them. You know, but we don't have one that
I'm
actually
asking about
has.
specifically a Hebrew Bible in Hebrew.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah,
There's one.
yeah, there's one that exists that has his name
Okay.
in it, but you'll have to
So
go.
then
You have to go outside the states to get it.
you have to go outside the states to get a Hebrew Bible?
Like an actual one that has like the real name of God in. I haven't found one here. I've been looking for one, but I cannot find one. The only thing I have that has his real name is the manuscripts, like the Hebrew manuscripts. That's the only thing I can rely on. It's and the work of Dr. Miles R. Jones. Like he
I'm sorry,
has
just
restored.
this. Sorry, stop for just. You're saying that there's just this one person who has gone around the world, gathering around the world. You said, right?
Yeah, he's
They
been
went
doing it,
around
and
the
there's also
world
been others.
gathering Hebrew manuscripts.
Manuscripts. Yes, sir.
From all around the world, and that he's putting these together to be a new Hebrew Bible.
No, he's not putting them together to be a new Hebrew Bible. What he's doing is he's gathering all this information to show us and for us to have the true name of God, and also actually what God said, because you have all these different Bibles and somebody says God said this, somebody said God said that, but even the Greek is not accurate. We can't rely on these because he was known as the God of the Hebrews, not the God of the Greeks. The Greeks worship Zeus.
So just stop for a moment. You're just kind of going way off. So you're saying that this God, well, hang on. Yeah, you went to the God, and I was asking about the Bible. Why is it that you're trusting this one person who is just now compiling a Hebrew Bible when there has been Hebrew Bible available for I don't know how long?
It's
Why
not
do you
that I
think
trust this one
that it's
person,
already existed.
because the Bibles that we currently, I've been looking for them. Like I said, I've been looking for them. I've been trying to find them. I have a Torah as well, you know, but there are none that are accurate, that
How do
has
you
like
know
the
they're
correct
not
information
accurate?
pertaining to the manuscripts. Because when you look at the manuscripts and you have the Hebrew alphabet there, you can decipher yourself what exactly God is saying yourself. You can do it yourself. Information pertaining to the manuscripts. Because when you look at the manuscript itself, missing information in the Hebrew Bible.
What do you mean the
Yeah,
wrong
he
name
only
of
has one
God?
name. Well, people thinks that he has many different names, but those are just titles.
How did you determine?
They try to say those titles.
How did you determine he only has one name?
Because in the manuscripts,
Where
he
does it say
says that I am. In the Hebrew manuscripts, you have to have a copy of a manuscript, or you have to have the correct book.
So in
And
the Hebrew
I
manuscript, it
bought
says
one
what?
of the books.
What does it say in the Hebrew?
It says that he says that I am Yehovah. Like when he says that I am the Lord, he never said that I am the Lord. When you look at the manuscript, It says that I am
Are you
Jehovah.
saying he
Why?
never went by any other name?
No,
There's
he never
no
went
other
by any
part
name.
in the Bible where they refer to God by another name.
Well, you can choose to call him something, but that doesn't mean that that's what he told you to say. Somebody can call me, make up a nickname for me, but that doesn't mean that I told them or granted them the permission to even call me that.
You're saying he tells them to call him what?
Jehovah.
Where?
It's in the Bible. It's
Where?
in the Old Testament and it's in the New Testament.
Where does he say that?
You're not going to find this
Is
information
there a
in any
verse
of these
somewhere?
Bible.
Yeah, you're telling me that it's in the Bible. Can you tell me what verse or chapter or book?
Yeah, just one moment.
And while he does that, thank you guys for the 70,000 times you've tapped the screen. Appreciate everybody. That's really amazing. Of course, the more we tap, the more we share, the more we get out to the FYP. And we're already up to 46 shares. So, of course, the more of those times we go to the bent little arrow and send it out to somebody who might be curious enough or courageous enough to question their beliefs, the more that helps. Hey, Prophet, I'd appreciate you letting me finish talking when I'm talking to the audience. So, when you left the app like that, we couldn't hear you, and so you came back a couple times already talking. We didn't hear what you said while you were off app.
That's 8. If you look up,
Oh, I see.
one is going to say, it's going to load the scripture for, but that's not the same. The Hebrew manuscript. You go to the manuscript, it's actually going to show you.
Is it me or is it him?
It's another word.
It's him. He's breaking up.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't heard a word you've said, Prophet. You've been breaking up. Everything you've said's kind of been
Okay, I'm sorry.
lost to the Wi-Fi.
Let's see. Bad signals. It's going to be raining over here. Sorry.
Well, that was better.
Yeah, that was fine. We heard that.
Oh, I think he maybe dropped down to come back up. I don't know.
I don't know if he dropped to come back, but interesting take. Maybe he does come back. We'll give him a moment.
I think he did.
Yep, there he is. Welcome back, Prophet. You were saying somewhere in the
Raining
Bible.
over here, so sorry about my signal.
Yeah, it's
Isaiah
kinda
42:8.
So in Isaiah 42:8, he says, "Call me Jehovah," or Yahovah.
No, it's going to say Lord. But see when you see, and it says, if it says Jehovah or
So
Lord,
then,
those
so
are
then,
English.
what is the word in Hebrew there?
In Hebrew, is actually in the Hebrew manuscript for 6,000 times in the Hebrew Bible, in the Hebrew manuscripts. But it's not like
How
this
is
in
it
any of our
spelled?
Bibles that we have in America. It's spelled Yehovah.
And that's how it's spelled in Hebrew?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, because there's no letter
How many
J that
letters?
exists in the Hebrew alphabet.
Oh, right. So how many Hebrew characters is that?
It's well, if you're looking at it, if you're spelling his name as English, it's seven letters. Yehovah. But when you look at it in the Hebrew, it's only 4. It's Yod He Vav He.
So then why are you getting this Yahovah? If it's just 4 letters.
No, when you translate it, when you actually accurately translate it from the 4-letter word tetragrammaton, it spells out, it means Jehovah. Yod He Vav He means Jehovah. It's a 4-letter word from the tetragrammaton.
What do you mean it means Yahovah? Are you saying it's an acronym or an abbreviation?
No, that's the actual, because when you look
So
at Paleo Hebrew is in pictographs. It's in pictographs.
What?
And we also go by the Masoretic text.
You keep using this term Paleo Hebrew. What does that mean?
It's the language that was used, that the Messianic church used. The Messianic church, the Jews, the Hebrews from back then, they made sure that they saved and documented everything. They kept everything alive to make sure that it doesn't get taken out because of what they were going through in the time of the Roman Empire. They preserved the real name of God, and they preserved all the Hebrew manuscripts, well, the majority of them.
I looked it up. It's from 1000 BC to 135 BC, CE. But I'm wondering, I was looking it up and I saw that it was from 1000 BC to 135 CE. It was primarily used among the Canaanites and the Ammonites in that area.
Yep, but originally used by the Hebrews, because God picked the Hebrews out of all the peoples of the world. He picked one group of people to represent him. They were to be a light unto all other nations. He wants to restore mankind back to himself.
Perfect. Oh, odd question for you. Are you Hebrew?
Yes, ma'am. I actually done my research on my DNA, traced it back all the way back to where it originally came from.
You'd say like you were like I don't know, like mostly percentage wise of Jewish heritage.
Well, I can't say Jewish heritage because Jew was a term that was given to God's people after the Babylonian exile and the Persian exile. So that's not what they would call. That was just like that would be something like a hood name given to that somebody would just accept, like the word Christian. They were just known as the Hebrews or the Israelites.
Would you consider yourself to be a Hebrew Israelite?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Yeah, I thought I recognized you when you came up. I thought you were Hebrew Israelite, but I wanted to make sure because it's not a fair. Would you? I thought you were Hebrew Israelite, but I was.
Yeah, it's okay, but I'm not like IUIC. I'm not gonna kill y'all and we gonna rule over y'all. I'm not them. Yeah, I'm not them.
So you're not gonna start yelling at me and calling me
I'm against those guys.
Edenite or whatever it is they call white people.
Yeah, those guys hate people. They say they don't hate people, but they do. They literally do. They misrepresent God all the time. They have religious beliefs.
So, go ahead, Thrayle.
You refer to yourself as a Hebrew Israelite.
Yes, sir.
Is Jesus a part of your beliefs?
No, I do not believe in Jesus. That is a Greco-Roman name from Roman culture, Latin culture.
Do you believe in Yeshua?
Yeah, I believe in the Hebrew Son of God, the Hebrew Messiah. And his real name is Yehoshua. Yeshua is Aramaic.
Okay, so you believe in that character, though, from the New Testament?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do.
Why?
That name and that person is in the entire manuscripts, and also in the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Masoretic texts.
Yeah, I guess I didn't ask that. I asked why you believe.
Why do I believe? Oh, okay. The reason why I believe is because I had my own personal experience with God. I died before. I actually died from an overdose. I died from an overdose before, when I was 25. About 26. Yes, my heart stopped. I had an out-of-body experience. No, I did not. I was left there. I was left.
How do you know
dead.
that your heart stopped?
Well, I took an Armani stack, which is equivalent to 20 triple stacks, and it shut my heart down.
How do you know that your heart stopped?
I saw myself on the floor.
How do you know
I was
that
losing
your
my
heart
vision.
stopped?
I was losing my vision.
But you haven't answered
when
my
you're
question.
dying, I am. I'm going to tell you. When you're dying, your body tries to. You take your last real pee. You take your last bodily dump. Like your body starts pushing out all your fluids when you're dying and stuff like that. I experienced all that. My heart stopped.
That's not actually answering my question. You're telling me that you relieved yourself. That doesn't say that your heart stopped. Especially
When
if you
you're
had used, I'm sorry, I'm still speaking, but especially if you had used some sort of mind-altering substance, and then your heart, I mean, if even if your heart stopped, you're saying you
I OD'd.
released on
When
yourself. Yeah.
I died.
How do you
I died
know
in front
that
of my
you were
brother.
actually, but if you didn't have medical attention, if there wasn't any medical
Got to get to
intervention,
that part.
how do you know that your heart stopped was my question.
I have to get to that part. I died in front of. I died when I died. I was in a room in a house with 5 people in there. I actually died in front of them. I died right in front of my brother. He gave me our Armani stack. I used to take exercise. He
Okay, I
gave
have
me an
to
Armani
drop you
stack.
because you've named off 5 substances at this point, and it seems pretty
I
clear that
know,
you're
but
trying
I
to. No,
have
you're
to.
trying to get the live flagged. So we're just going to drop you. You don't seem to know how to behave on TikTok. You can't just name off illicit substances over and over and over. Nope.
I never have the best experiences with Black Hebrew Israelites. I would like to have one good experience to ask some decent questions. That'd be nice.
It seemed like we probably could have, but he's not actually here to question his beliefs. I don't think that's why he came up. No, Prophet, but you kept saying over and over the names of the question. So I don't think you're questioning your beliefs. I don't believe you're here in good faith.
It's TikTok's terms and services. It's you had to be dropped. It was no other choice, sir. But if anybody does have a belief in God's higher powers or anything like that, I'm sure we'd love to question your beliefs in that higher power. We're not here to burgle or to take away your gods, merely to ask some direct questions, and we'd hope you'd be respectful and give us some direct answers. If you have a belief in higher powers and are willing to share that belief, please request up. We have several boxes available and a pink and blue person that can usher you to your seat, if you so choose.
We had one in requests. They seem to have vanished. Well, and the other one in requests is the silent atheist. Oh, wait, look at that. Beloved made it. Hello, Beloved. Can I get your age for TikTok?
Just on the nick of time. I'm 30.
Do you have a belief in a god or God's higher power?
Yes, I believe I am a god.
This is how it's going to be. Yeah, you must believe you're a god. You didn't even let me finish my sentence because it's not important enough because you're God, right?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, so you don't, respect isn't even a part of your vocabulary then. So you can fuck right off.
Narcissistic prick.
I'm not interested in somebody who's so full of themselves. They not only think they're God, but they think they get to cut into my very first question. That's going to be really sad. We're not getting anywhere that way.
Certainly a god would act more holy and above the common trolling of narcissism.
Right. He doesn't even have to let me finish my questions. He doesn't have to observe being respectful because he's God.
Too bad he's not God. I would have had some questions for God.
Right, Polly. I did. If he thinks he's God, well, I just told God to fuck right off. I mean, unless he can behave himself. Here, we'll give him a chance. This is your opportunity, beloved. I've cleared you from the queue. You take a few seconds. Let me finish speaking now. And when I'm done, if you still want to request up, then go ahead and see. You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait. You couldn't even fucking wait.
The impatientness. Ugh. Oh dear God.
Clearly, I'm the most important person on the planet, and I must get what I'm about to say out.
That's what it do be giving off.
I'm really not. Yeah, I'm not interested in talking to someone who's going to force themselves on people, and their name is Beloved. Something so off-putting about that. You couldn't be patient enough for me to finish, even when you're in the comments. I said wait, and then if you still want to, you can request, but you couldn't wait.
Maybe he's beloved of himself.
I don't know what he's beloved of, but he's definitely not beloved by me at the moment.
I am beloved of this Dr. Pepper that I'm about to pop open. Yeah, everyone else got some caffeine going?
He's requesting again.
Persistent, this one is.
I don't know.
I mean, beloved, Thrayle let you back up. That's on him, but I'm gonna give you fair warning. If that does happen, and I hear you over talking him, I personally will just go ahead and mute you while he's talking, because no, that's not gonna fly.
Honestly, your first words better be silent as you wait for the question.
We have an audience full of chaos gremlins.
If unless his first words are an apology, I'm not too interested in what he has to say.
No. Fuck no. You don't get to just turn your camera on. Nobody asks you for that. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Okay, when can I talk now, or I have to be allowed to?
Remind me your age for TikTok TOS.
For TikTok TOS, I am 30 years old.
Are you capable of being respectful?
If the respect is given, and y'all have gave me the respect, so I will be respectful.
Do you believe in a god or gods, a higher power, or anything like that?
Previously, I told you that I was God.
What do you mean you are God?
I am who I am. The God that these people fictionally believe in, whether it's in the sky or whatever that is, it's me.
Who's these people?
I'm talking about multiple people. You asked me if I believe in a God. I told you I am God.
So you're the God of the Bible?
Yes.
Is the Bible true?
Yes.
So you created everything in 6 days?
Yes. 7.
The 7th was rest.
So you didn't create on a day that you rested?
No. You gotta understand, me being who I am,
Did you create the light before the sun, or the sun before the light?
Nah. Darkness was the first thing that existed in the void.
Right, I asked if you created the light before the sun, or the sun before the light.
Did I create the light before the sun and the sun before the light?
I asked which one.
The light is coming from the sun.
So you created the sun?
Yes.
And was that the first thing you did?
Yes.
Is your book true?
The first thing I did wasn't create the sun. The first thing I did was, what are you asking?
No, you said you're God. You should know a king.
Are you asking?
How do you not know what I'm asking if you're God?
Are you asking? Because
If you are
sometimes,
God, how is
listen,
there any misunderstanding at all?
because sometimes God has to act as if he's misunderstood and didn't understand. Remember in the Bible, the same Bible we're going off of, if I'm
The
not
author of
mistaken,
confusion, right?
listen, if
God,
I'm
are you
not
the author
mistaken,
of confusion?
didn't I say to act?
Why are you screaming?
I warned you.
Can you control yourself? I
Okay,
thought
yeah,
you were God. Where's the
yeah.
self-control?
What happened? God can also have rage
Oh, so you have
and
rage.
anger.
Rage and
Yeah,
anger.
yeah. God has emotions.
You have rage and anger for what?
God has emotions.
Why do you
I
have
am
rage and
God.
anger?
Listen to the question you were asked.
I'm actually beginning to think that this is
I'm
unhealthy and
actually
I'm not interested. Go away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's either one of two things: trolling or some sort of psychosis.
Yep. I'm leaning more towards the trolling, which is why I said go away. But otherwise, he just went away. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, Lady Huggy needs a fuck off, but it's gotta be a genuine fuck off, right?
It has to be.
I can't just say fuck off.
Yeah. That
He's
see, even you saying it like that feels disingenuous.
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Thrill, he was up here to make a mockery out of the entire situation. Now
Well,
you
he
can
can
say it.
fuck right off. He could fuck right off. But there's rain. See, she's not gonna get a good one now. But he
No,
can
like
fuck right
so
off.
he can. See, the thing is the fuck right offs. They have to be like in the moment whenever he's feeling it, because otherwise it just sounds like it doesn't sound like you're the teenager's first curse word, right? But it just feels off.
I feel like the poem needs to be fuck off themed. But really, tonight's live has been great. Other than this one, well, and the one before him, other than these two guests, we've had a great night. Even the ones who couldn't question were polite and respectful.
Well, that's good. I'm hoping that inspires more believers in the comments to request on up if they have a belief in gods or higher powers. If you can maintain a respectful conversation amongst adults, then you can request up. We have several boxes available and a pink and blue person down below who can escort you to your seat. We're not here to burgle your gods, but to ask you a few questions about them. And perhaps we may get closer and closer to the truth, if there is any.
Don't clutch the edges of truth too tight, it might crumble like sand in your palm. Freedom and doubt, a quiet kind of peace in the calm. Let the shadows linger a while.
Oh, what am I doing? I let a whole song play in the faint background. We get to listen to that one again because it's a Michael V song and
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
For some
I
reason,
had
song I could
yeah, no, I could hear it because but I was in the middle of switching my headphones, and so I didn't hear anything at first, and I just heard the music, so I was like, "Oh, we're on a music break."
Oh, it was very faint. Well, we're gonna fix that because it's a good song.
answers tucked in a neat little row. The stars don't worry if they're in line. Maybe it's okay that we don't know. The world is a question with no last page. A river that laughs as it bends and flows. We can watch it ripple, we can dip our hands and still be alive in the not knowing glow. Don't clutch the edges of truth too tight, it might crumble like sand in your palm. There's freedom in wandering, freedom in doubt, a quiet kind of peace in the calm. So let the shadows linger a while, let your questions dance, let them grow. The night whispers softly, it's okay, it's okay. Do not know.
No. Yes.
Do you believe the stories from the Bible to be true and literal?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes. Misunderstood.
Only misunderstood the text.
Zero.
Does it... You said you have read it from beginning to end. And you believe it all to be literal. That includes the six-day creation.
Well, what you...
And
Yes.
And you believe it all to be literal. That includes not setting up any arguments being literal.
Some parts of the Bible is to be taken literal. Some part is to be taken figuratively. And that's where most people have trouble understanding the Bible.
Trouble understanding. So my question was, do you believe in a six-day creation? I don't know why you're saying some people have trouble. Can you answer the question I asked you?
I believe in a six-day creation, yes.
You said yes?
Yes.
You're very muffled. It's hard to hear you.
Yes, I believe in a 6-day creation.
Okay, so you believe in the 6-day creation as 6 literal days in the order provided in Genesis 1?
Some parts of the Bible is to be taken literal and some parts are to be taken figuratively.
Do you hear the questions I ask and how you keep not answering? Let me ask you, Affordable. I'm curious. I can't hear you when you talk over me, so it's pointless to do that. You're so muffled. It's weird. It's like your microphone's in your pocket. Why did you request up here?
Because your prompt appears to be standing opposed to the reality of my God.
I see. So you're up here to debate for the existence of your God.
For the truth and accuracy of his word and
to
the
debate. So you are looking for a debate. Are you capable of reading the English language?
Yes.
Did you read all the words on the screen? Like the ones over there that say, questioning beliefs, not a debate.
Oh, I don't care whether we debate or talk.
I see. Does it matter to you that you've been... Well, we'll stop for a moment. Really quickly, I'm going to speak past you, and it's not to be rude. But I'm going to thank everybody for the 74,000 times you tapped the screen and the 55 shares. All those help us get out to the FYP. Really appreciate all of you, but I do need to make sure I thank Heather's Descent, Branch, Dancing in Duality, Heretical Apothecary, Bats, Enki Bobs, Nishu, Polly, Atek Omega, Cassie the Sea, and Claire for helping with the goal. You guys are amazing. Really appreciate all of you. Thank you. So you didn't come up here to actually question your beliefs then?
No.
Why? Like, you see the big question under Batcolyte's name where it says, can you question your beliefs?
Prove people that God exists. He wants to
May I be
represent
honest?
God as an asshole rather than actually complying with 1 Peter 3:15.
Damn, I wanted you to be honest.
On his own.
You know, Josh, you always come, like, way after I send the thing for you. I like it that you're here, though.
You gotta say his name 3 times like Beetlejuice, Harry.
I guess.
Wait,
No,
did
well,
you...
you know what? He does have a legitimate excuse. The kids.
Yes, crotch goblins, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, John.
Hi there.
Can
How
I
you
get
doing?
your age for TikTok TOS?
52.
And do you have a belief in a god or gods, higher power, or anything like that?
Believe in a creator, yes. Not specifically a specific god, but a creator or even a committee of creators.
What do you mean by creator?
I mean, we just never come here by chance. I mean, we were certainly by design.
What do you mean, come here?
Come into existence. To
I'm
exist.
still not following what comes into existence.
We do. When we're born. Humans.
So we have births.
We have births. Yeah. And I'd like to know what you believe. Where did the first womb come from?
Oh my God. So you didn't come up here to question your beliefs. You came up here to argue for a creator.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just questioning them.
So we're here to see if you can question your beliefs. I'm not here to answer your questions. I'm not here to assure you or argue. I'm not here to prove you wrong or right. I'm just here to see if you can question your beliefs. And so far, seems like you'd like to evade questioning.
What is your question?
What do you mean by creation?
Creation, I mean, we never just become through chance.
You're not answering what you mean by creation.
Creation, I mean, the complex nature of us was designed. So someone must, therefore...
What does the word creation mean?
Creation means to manifest something from other materials.
To manifest from other materials. By manifest, what do you mean?
I mean to rearrange, to reconfigure.
Okay, so you mean to shape into something new, something that was.
Correct.
To take something that existed and make it exist in another way.
Correct.
That's creation to you?
Yes.
Why do you believe there is a creator?
It's so complicated. Our systems are the engineering that is clearly in place.
You say there's engineering clearly in place. What do you mean by that?
I mean the complex nature of us, the beings.
Complex nature of what?
Of our beings.
Of our beings, like our entire
our
bodies?
Yeah.
Which complex nature are you talking about?
Talking about all the different wiring we have inside of us, the different components.
The different wiring. And different components. So,
yes.
Okay.
Clearly.
Why do you say clearly?
Because there's no other explanation for it.
Do you
Are you
think that
familiar? I had one more question on that line. Just since I took us to the nervous system. Are you familiar?
I'm not.
Do you know what those words mean?
I do not.
That's fair. We're not all doctors, and I had to look them up at one point. So, anterior left, recurrent, means it again, right? Laryngeal, throat, right? Your larynx.
Yeah.
So you have an anterior laryngeal nerve that goes from your brain to your larynx. You know where your larynx is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's in your throat.
Yeah.
Okay. The recurrent anterior laryngeal nerve goes around your heart to get there. Is that good design?
It's the only design. It's the only space they had to put it.
I thought it was a design. I'm sorry, there was what?
I'm saying it's obviously, yes, it's good design. What do you think it's flawed like? Is it a flawed design?
Do you not think that a direct route would have been more like a design?
Not necessarily.
So, this nerve that goes around the heart is present in all mammals, including giraffes.
Yeah.
And it goes from the brain around the heart of a giraffe back up to its larynx, its throat. And you think this is good design? If it causes complications in larger mammals like that, would that still be a good design?
Whether it's a good design or a bad design is irrelevant, I feel. It's a design nonetheless.
How can you say it's designed? What is the design aspect?
The design aspect of it is the complication of it. The fact that we have an eyeball and
Are you
the
saying
fact...
complexity is what makes things designed?
Certainly, yes, with clear intentions in place for existence.
I'm not sure I understand. You're saying like the human eye, for instance.
Yes, for an example.
Where are you saying that the human eye is the optimum land-based eye? Like the optimal eye for what a human does and is?
I'm saying the fact that there's an eyeball and the fact that there's also
the fact that it is
eyelashes.
there. So just because things are there.
Yes, things are there by chance. It's just that it's impossible.
What do you mean impossible?
Well, I mean, if you took a random, there is no experiment that can replicate something coming from disorder. Yeah.
Fascinating. Before you go into that, Hammy, and I know where you're going, I just got to thank Robot Heather and Claire for helping with the gift goal, but go ahead, Hammy.
Are you familiar with the evolutionary biologist Dawkins is? Richard Dawkins.
Dawkins, no G.
Dawkins, yeah. If you're not, that's fine. You know, this isn't a trick question.
Who's this? Is this to me?
Yes, that's to you.
Yeah, Dawkins. I've heard the name. What does he do again?
Well, he was, I think he's retired now, but he was an evolutionary biologist. And there was a wonderful video where he shows like how the evolution of the eye is actually done. And he doesn't just tell you this. He doesn't just, find a way of explaining it. He shows you with an actual visual representation of an eye. He shows where we see it in throughout the evolutionary history and the fossil records and stuff like that. And he shows how each stage of it gets developed. And he shines a light through this makeshift eye that he created. And with each individual thing, he shows how, with mutations, you can develop an eye that is like humans. And it is very, very clear like that.
Yeah, but it's clear because you believe his interpretation of it, and you believe the drawings and the graphs that he showed you.
No.
But these
it's because he doesn't just explain this to you. He actually visually, it's a visualization. He creates this this proto eye, and he shines a light through it.
Yeah.
And then he explains each step of what an evolutionary process looks like for the eye. And whenever he explains this, he adds it to his makeshift eye that he's created. And with that light still shining through it, you, over time, as he keeps doing this, see exactly what you see with the eye. So, the visual is what you would see if you had that sort of eye. And with each layer of mutation, he adds more and more. And whenever he's done, it's a clear picture of what you see.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is there must be some intelligence that then drove the need for the set of eyelashes to go with the eye.
Why must there be?
Because it's just, how would it know that problem needed solving?
What do you mean, no? What no?
How would the eyeball know that it needed an eyelash to go with it?
The eyeball didn't know that. Why do you think the eyeball knew that?
Well, how did the eyelashes
know? Where in the eyeball would it know anything?
No, but obviously who designed it knew that it needed, just like if there was...
Why would you assume a design after what Hammy just said?
Because it just can't happen from nothing, guys. It can't happen.
What are you saying from nothing? You keep saying from nothing.
The eyeball, I can understand, an eyeball may have the ability to evolve, but to then go on and evolve the eyelashes to go with it is...
Why would the eyeball evolve the eyelash? That doesn't make any sense.
Because the eyeball needs the eyelash. They depend on each other.
Are you sure?
Oh, sure. Your eyeballs will dry if they didn't get washed regularly with the eyelid.
Is that what the eyelash does? Is wash
the eyelash flicks away, obviously keeps dust out of your eyeball. Yeah. The eyelid lubricates the eye.
Not if the eye was originally developed in water.
Then that wouldn't require an eyeball, would it? It'd be a fish. It wouldn't require eyelids.
Do you not think fish have eyeballs?
Sorry, I meant to say eyelashes. My bad. So therefore,
Therefore nothing. You haven't answered the question. Do you think that you're arguing it? Like, do you think you're winning a debate right now, John?
no, I don't think I'm winning it. I'm just trying to prove it.
Do you think this is a debate?
No, it's not a debate. I'm just questioning my beliefs.
No, you're not. You're absolutely not. You're arguing with literally every question. You haven't questioned a damn thing. What do you mean you're questioning
I'm
your
questioning
beliefs?
your beliefs then, really.
You disrespectful.
Nah, I beg your pardon, honestly. I'm just trying
Seriously, fucking.
I can't understand how you guys can think that it just happened from chance.
You're up here just to question my beliefs, so you can't question your beliefs. You're up here to disrespect me and my panel and not participate in good faith. So you can't participate in good faith. Yeah, it was the most disingenuous apology with a giggle. You lying sack of shit. Fuck off.
There's a better fuck off.
Good morning.
Yeah, but the sack of shit usually gets me flagged.
Well, you see it like you smell it. Hey, Joe, by the
Some
way.
questions there. Hey, good morning.
You had
I'll just say
questions,
good
didn't
morning.
you?
I did, yeah.
I was really hopeful you'd get to ask them too, but then he did that apology with the giggle, and I was done with him.
I know. I that giggle gave me pause. I was like, I'm not going to get to. That giggle is the is the one. That is the giggle.
The nail in the
My questioning
coffin, so to
morning.
speak. Yeah.
Well, you guys have a good morning. Good to see you.
Well, you can stay. There might be another.
I know, but I'm pushing it anyways. I shouldn't.
Well, it was good to see you, Joe.
You too.
Before you
Drink
go
some
run.
water and stuff and all that.
Here, before you go running off, I haven't donated you in a while. Later, Joe.
You did nut me.
Oh, choice of words, Joe. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bailey.
Welcome,
How you
Bailey.
doing?
Can we get your age for TikTok TOS? Bailey, did you mean to request that? I guess by the frantic background noise and that last bodily function that he did not mean to request that.
Yeah, if you accidentally request it, maybe mute, I guess. But then you can't see it in mute, so never mind. Just just tap the screen and watch out for it.
I used to mute everybody as they came up, but people would get offended. I didn't need the fight. And it's a better test of respect to see, if they wait for the people to stop talking.
It's interesting though. Yeah. It's interesting though. The last few believers that have requested up have been here to either seek validation or to fight the invalidation that they perceive. Like, I don't get it. We're just here to question beliefs.
We had really good conversations through the night.
Well, there's still time. What, we got like 109 people in here, 75,000 taps, and 67 shares. I'm sure we could tap away and get another believer up in here.
I bet we could get at least one more before I have a poem anywhere near ready.
Well, someone named Emmanuel just joined, and Emmanuel means God with us. Maybe Emmanuel has a God.
Maybe. Or maybe
Sorry, didn't mean to single you out there, Manny, but I don't know. Nice name.
Claire says, Thrayle, are you under a bridge? No, it wouldn't be so loud on the roof of the studio.
Maybe we should get you some soundproof ceiling.
soundproofing on the ceiling would actually make a difference. Well, I mean, proofing, yeah. Very thin. Besides, I have another idea in mind.
What you need, Thrayle, is a TARDIS.
That would be cool, right? That'd
Yeah,
be a
just a
much
little
better
closet.
random background noise.
A closet you could open up.
Hell yeah.
But inside the TARDIS is pretty loud with all the noises it makes.
Right, it can be loud, but you just don't do the show while you're traveling across space and time. You know, while the engines are off.
Yeah, we park first. We don't operate large motorized vehicles during the live. It's just gets TikTok to US, Hammy.
Right.
Wildot's wondering your eating cycles, Hammy. Have you had breakfast yet today?
Not yet. I will when I get home.
My breakfast today is Dr. Pepper.
That's really unhealthy. But I've been there too. Definitely had that breakfast more than once. Is it breakfast time if I'm heading towards bed soon?
As IHOP has showed us, breakfast can be all day.
Right, but I don't know, I was thinking the meal after I wake is breakfast, even if it is dinner for everyone else.
Well, then I hope you have a good dinner before bed, bro.
Hell yeah. It might be breakfast. I mean, I might do
Breakfast for
eggs.
dinner. Breakfast for dinner at a breakfast hour, but at a dinner moment. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what I'd like for breakfast. A couple of believers on a belief platter.
I wish the previous one had been respectful just long enough for Joe to get his questions in. He's always got great ones. But maybe the
Yeah, but
next one will be.
he wasn't here in good faith. But hopefully the next, like you said, the next one will be. So if anyone does have a belief in gods or higher powers or anything like that, Jesus, Muhammad, well, Muhammad is real, but in him, his God, Allah, or the Buddhist, the Hindu god, sorry, or any other god or Sasquatch, please request up. We have several boxes available and a pink and blue person who can usher you to one of the boxes. We're not here to invalidate or validate your beliefs. We're merely here to ask questions and see if you know what it is you believe.
I don't know which one is which off the top of my head, but there are two from you. Tap and think, or tap that screen. Which one do you like better?
I like like Tap and Think, but that's just more my musical preference. They're both pretty good. It depends on what mood you want to set, I guess.
I think that's the one I was thinking of too.
Tap and Think is more of a easier going, and then tap 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 that screen is more like a faster paced.
Yeah. I think that's what we need. Just something easygoing, but to keep us going. And that's the wrong button. Put us in the studio. There we go. Hell yeah. Well, we can all just remember to keep tapping that screen, sharing the live, of course, and all that. And if you do have a belief in a god or gods, higher power, or anything like that, and you can question that belief, well, then make sure you request on that. We're not here to debate or argue, just to see if you can question whatever it is you believe. And if you can, well, then we've got some questions for you.
Let's gather round. It's time to think. Tap that screen on the edge of the brink. Ask those questions you hold inside. Let your quiet wonder be your guide. Tap, 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 tap. Let the questions rise. What is truth behind the skies? Tap, 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 tap. Let's tap that screen, chasing the meaning of what we've seen. Is there a God or something more, knocking gently on heaven's door? Do you believe or do you doubt? Tap it out loud, let's sort it out. Higher powers, fate or chance? Is this world a grand design or random dance? Tap, 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 tap. Let the thoughts run free. What is truth? And what could be? Tap, tap, tap. Let's tap that screen. Searching the spaces in between. Where? Tap, 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 tap it soft. Don't rush the sky. Questions live where answers lie. Keep on tapping, seek and see. Truth is found in curiosity. Tap it soft, don't rush the sky. Questions live where answers lie. Keep on tapping, seek and see. Truth is found in curiosity.
Can you question your belief? To question a belief is to knock on the door of the house you built in your sleep. Some walls are made of inheritance, some of fear dressed as certainty, some of stories repeated until they forgot they were stories. But curiosity is a quiet crowbar. It does not destroy the house, it opens a window. And suddenly, fresh weather enters the mind. Dust dances in golden light, and you remember you are not the house, you are the sky. It was built beneath.
A belief questioned does not mean a belief betrayed. Only that your spirit has chosen growth over furniture. Ask gently, wonder wildly, let let mystery keep a chair at the table. For the bravest souls are not those who cling to answers, but those willing to fall in love with better questions.
Hey, hold on. Say it once, say it twice. What do you mean? You came in sure you had it set, nice and clean, no missing steps. Light held close, just bright enough. Didn't think you'd get caught up. Took a seat, you heard it start. Simple thing, just do your part. You smile like it's nothing new. Then it stayed longer than you. No one pushing, no insist. Just a question you can't quite miss. It don't hurt, but it don't sit right. What do you mean? Say it once and say it twice. What do you mean? You got the words, but they don't quite fit. What do you mean? Something's off just a little bit. What do you mean? From somewhere close but hard to place, walk me through it line by line, just in case that it shifts without a sound. Same idea, just turned around. Every answer feels okay till it bends a different way. Now it holds but not the same. Still your words just change in shape. No one says it's wrong or right, just holds it up in better light. It don't hurt, but it don't sit right. What do you mean? Say it again, say it twice. What do you mean? You got the words, but they don't quite fit. What do you mean? Something's off just a little bit. What do you mean? You can keep it, that's alright. No one's here to take your side. It just doesn't quite land the way it did. It don't hurt, but it don't sit right. What do you mean? Say it again, say it twice. What do you mean? You got the words, but they don't quite fit. What do you mean? Something's off just a little bit. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, hell yeah. That was awesome.
Hell yeah. And we can, of course, thank you, Michael V., and Morgan Le Fay for that last one. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. This community really is fucking amazing. You guys are awesome.
You're the one who brought this community together, Thrayle. We're a reflection of your hard work. Yes, you can take a little bit of the credit.
I don't think I can, yeah. Skeletons don't have tear ducts. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't have tear ducts. It would put out your green eyes. Lovely green eyes, by the way. Very glowing.
Very glowing. Thank you. I wonder if... Well, look at that. We do have a request.
Kazoo!
Not a believer, but a kazoo with an extra zoo.
Yeah,
I love
hey,
it.
you don't know me on other lives, but I'm kind of a menace, so I had to change it up a little bit.
So...
Not much that. I'm not very smart. How was the evening? Look at the new you. You're bonita.
Well, thank you. Yeah, TikTok has decided that I can't just sit here with a picture of me.
Oh, is that what they said?
Yeah, well, they flag me for it. Still background.
Whatever.
They gotta show my beautiful face now.
And a lovely, lovely ivory bony face it is.
How was the evening? Is it raining?
It is raining. That's why it sounds like I'm in a Jiffy Pop container.
Just like a bunch of pop rocks or something. All good. So how are you doing, Kazoo?
Oh, I just got out of a little bit of a funk, but without a funk, you can't have a high, so I'm back.
Cheers to less funks and more highs.
Hey, that's what I hope for. Pray for, if you will, maybe.
Oh, yeah, who do you pray to,
See,
Kazoo?
I don't know. I've been having kind of like a crisis though, because I thought like I had a pretty good idea of the duty thing, but it actually just feels really heavy, and I'm very hard on myself when I feel as if I'm not doing it correctly. And where did the atheist, the agnostic atheist go when things get heavy? Another human? Ew.
By whose standards are you doing it right or wrong, Kazoo?
I don't know. It's probably stuff I put in my own head. I guess I don't know where all the guilt comes from. I'll do good all day and do all that I can for everybody around me, but I still feel as if I'm not doing enough. So it's just that's kind of what I've been kind of juggling with myself is, having something or somebody or to to be like, hey, can you give me some extra this or some extra that, or can you show me a sign that I'm doing a good job? Because sometimes you get that from other people around you. I mean, of course, I'm close with my family and my husband is a good man, but I don't know.
If it's of any consolation, Kazoo, you are doing a good job. You're doing a great job. I've heard you come up here and ask questions and do and answer some questions, and you're doing great. I don't know my words probably just from the word of a stranger, but I got nothing to gain from it, and maybe maybe just take a little time to acknowledge yourself sometimes, and that you do your best, and anyone else's standards is not yours, and you don't have to live up to them.
Maybe you're right. I did take a walk this morning because I'm actively trying to get out of my head, and it helped. I will say that.
It is a worthwhile question. I wonder it myself a lot. Where do atheists go when we have hard times since we don't have a God?
Right. And that's like a way I think a lot of people fall back on. It's comforting because it is. Um, and sometimes we want it so bad that it's real, I guess. I don't know.
If you're going to a god just whenever you're down, what's the difference between that and just talking to yourself?
Well, I think that if I was hard on myself, why would I go to myself?
If you're hard on yourself and you turn to a god, does he magically appear out of thin air right there in front
No,
of you?
no, of course not.
So
But
how are you contacting this god?
in my head, if there was to be one, it would be like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is gonna be like a storybook or something. He would be, he would know your soul, he would know everything, he would, the whole everything is for a purpose. And some people like to say, he gave you the burden because you knew you could handle it. Well, fuck me, fuck that. Don't do that. Don't give it to me. And the God in my head wears a tuxedo shirt. No, I'm just kidding. That's from a movie. Um, he understands me without me having to explain it, go into details. He's already there. Um, and that comes really hard to me as somebody that doesn't believe in fairy tales.
So this fairy tale god, how would you communicate with him?
Hmm. I mean, just the way everybody would, I guess, in silent thought.
So if it's in silent thought and that would bring you comfort,
Hmm.
why can't you have silent thought with yourself and it bring you comfort?
That's a good question. Um, I think the whole idea is trying to escape your own mind by looking for help elsewhere. I don't think people that are seeking therapy or need medication.
Those who are seeking therapy don't always just sit there and turn to God either. So if we are trying to get out of a funk and we don't have this God to fall back onto,
Hmm.
then what's wrong with like creating this idea of ourselves and speaking to that, this idea self that doesn't go through the same issues and could possibly listen as you speak to it in your head.
Of myself?
Yeah, like
I,
a
I, I, I
idea
think I don't
version
even
of
know
yourself.
what that would, I mean, that would be creating, that's, I would have to build that person as well as myself, you know?
Yes. Build the
Um,
person. Have it in your mind so that way whenever you have a funk, speak to that person.
hmm, I will, I will think about that. But I guess I didn't really mean to come up here and go boo-hoo me because I can't stand that shit. But
No, but we'll make you question whatever it is you're boohooing. And
what?
with love. I said, we'll make you question whatever you're
Yeah,
boohooing
that is very true.
with love and kindness.
You'll pick around and dig around in there. And
I,
sometimes that's healthy.
I'm wondering, Kazoo, like you seem to be a person who, like in my past, I always thought of you as a person who prefers truth. Sometimes would you prefer the comfortable lie, just for
Yeah,
comfort's sake?
I think so. And I might make everybody collectively gasp, but um, I think sometimes you have to do what you have to do to get through the day. And if it's not like a delusional, out of pocket, insane situation, I think that that would almost be called hope. All right.
What is it you hope for then?
Ooh. Um, I would like. I would like, I will, I would hope to get to a point in my life where my mind is quiet when it doesn't talk over everything that I'm trying to accomplish and just allow me to have a win without being the devil's advocate of my own self. I'm just as I question everybody, uh, and I'm question and curious about everybody like on this panel as I am with myself, if not harsher. Um, so maybe a hope for inner peace and wouldn't that, I mean, I think that requires some looking into some types of religion or philosophy of way of thinking. Um, but I'm not going to allow myself to have the comfortable lie of something in a religious textbook. I think that's kind of the clash that I'm having. I haven't found one that makes the most sense yet.
I definitely do relate to struggling with all the voices and like inner thoughts and like wanting to quiet them. And but I'm wondering if you've ever learned to talk back to the inner voices and let them know, hey, you're being mean to me right now, and I know that I'm a good person, and I know this and that about myself, and I know that I'm strong, I'm resilient,
Right.
and and I do the right thing when I can. Do you ever talk back to those inner voices and let them know, hey, let them know what's up, that you are actually a good person?
Maybe not. Maybe not enough. Maybe not enough. Maybe I should try that exercise because when I hear it, it sounds cheesy, right? Because I'm a cynical person. Um, but I, I can't knock it if I don't try it or give it a shot. So maybe I
Yeah,
should try more.
sometimes our inner voices are merely just how we talk to ourselves, and that could be oftentimes a can carry through from how our parents talk to us or our elders or our peers.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to remind ourselves that we deserved them to talk right to us, and we need to break that cycle and talk right to ourselves. And whether it's creating a separate entity inside of ourselves to get to talk to and confide in, or whether it's just reminding that other inner voice, hey, no, you can't call me fat and ugly today because I know I'm
Right.
beautiful and gorgeous, you know?
Yeah.
I know
No,
my
you're right.
husband loves me every inch of me, and I know that my children adore me. So, or that my family members care for me, or that my loved ones love my smile and everything, and the way my eyes light up. Like,
Yeah.
remind yourself the truths and have hope in those things instead
I
of
do look
allowing the
forward to
dark
that.
thoughts.
And I do
Hmm.
look forward to not being I'm a stay-at-home mom right now and I have been for the last 12 years. And I think that once my youngest goes to school and I'm kind of have my own identity a little bit back, I think I'll have a little bit more to do. Anyway, enough about me. Um, back to your
We always
lovely. Thank you.
we always appreciate you, Kazuzu.
You guys are pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
You guys have a good day. I'm gonna keep listening though. If that's okay.
For Kazuzu, always able to come up and question her beliefs, even when she doesn't have them or just finds new ones. Hell yeah. And just so you don't feel bad about it, Kazoo, I didn't gasp. I've questioned you enough to know that you lean a little bit towards comfort.
It's not such a bad thing to seek a little comfort in one's life. I think Kazu's intelligent enough to be able to spot the difference from truth and fiction, or to bring it to us to question if she's concerned.
Hell yeah.
Not that we'll ever have the answers, but we may have a few questions.
Exactly. I don't claim to have anybody's answers, not even my own. But maybe our next guest has some answers. Or not. Maybe you can at least question them. Hello, Derek. Did you mean to request out? Yeah, straight to the teacup usually means not. Well, we still have Tara's. Can I get your age for TikTok TOS? Tara's, did you mean to join us? Well, thank you for the rose. I know you're there. So, if you didn't mean to join us, though, I'll go ahead and set you down. We are looking for anybody who does have a belief in a god or gods, a higher power, who's curious enough or courageous enough to question their beliefs. God or gods, a higher power, or anything like that. For some reason, it seems like it would sound worse coming from me.
Oh, I'll say it if I have to. TTFN, Tata for now, Terrace. Or Taras, or whatever.
I'm wondering if, oh, Kazuzu says we need to get me a little sound booth. Ironically, I'm in a sound booth. I had to make more room, though, for the lighting setup. So, it's not as boothed. And right now, because of the pleasant day, I have the door open. It's making the birds a bit louder.
But I like the birds. They're delightful. Kind of like cats, frogs.
Right. I'll just wait till the crickets start to appear in a month or so. Or probably in a week, depending on the weather.
I got tulips sprouting in my yard, Thrayle. Spring's coming. It's here already, I suppose.
Do you go outside and tiptoe through the tulips?
It's the only way to walk past them.
Well, considering that someone planted them on a pet grave, I don't necessarily walk on the tulips, but I'll walk up to the tulips. I have an eerie thing about walking on graves. I walk around them.
Did I do it again? There's a song playing in the background?
It's a lovely lady's voice in the background, yes.
I think we're gonna listen to that one.
Footsteps on the marble floor, echoes in the hall, paintings of old prophets staring from the wall, pages full of promises, ink begins to blur. Every sacred sentence starts to gently stir, candles flicker questions in a restless golden glow. Truth is tapping softly like a place I do not know. So I run through the thunder with a lantern in my hand, chasing every question I was told not to understand. If the sky starts cracking and the mountains start to move, I will keep on asking till I find a truer proof. Let the choirs rise, let the old bells ring. I am not afraid of what the questions bring. Voices in the bell keep singing ancient hymns, but the melody is trembling at the very brim. Coffee cups and quiet thoughts scattered on the page. Socrates is smiling from another age. Every wise a spark that lights another flame. Every doubt a doorway calling out my name. So I run through the thunder with a lantern in my hand, chasing every question I was told not to understand. If the sky starts cracking and the mountains start to move, I will keep on asking till I find a truer proof. Let the choirs rise, let the old bells ring. I am not afraid of fire in my chest. Truth is not a prison, truth is just a quest. If the road keeps turning through the night and storm, I will walk it searching in a brighter form. So I stand in the sunrise with the lantern burning low, not in fear of answers, not in fear of I don't know. If belief is a journey and the sky's my only map, I will write new constellations in the thunder's clap. Let the choirs fade, let the questions sing. Freedom is the fire that the seeking brings.
Can you question your belief? Do you have a belief in a God? A higher power? Or anything like that? Request
Oh dear. Well, everybody sit tight and let Thrayle sit in audacity of what just happened, but we shall all return shortly. And if you have a belief to be questioned, please keep tapping. And our guest has returned. Can you question your belief? Do you have a belief in a God? A higher power? Or anything like that? Request on.
There's a cart rolling slow through the edge of town, lantern swinging, no one around, voice like gravel, not too loud. Anyone home? Say what council claims, just a knock and a quiet ask. Show me one. Not to take, not to keep, Not to argue what you believe, just to see what stands when it's not in your hands. Bring out your God, the ones you say are there. Bring out your God, set them in the open air. No tricks, no fire, no sleight of hand, just let them stand. Bring out your gods, if they can bear it down. Some bring gold, some bring words, some bring something never heard. Some bring nothing, just a shrug, not sure. Some get angry, shut the door. Some lean closer than before. Some just laugh and say what for. He don't answer, doesn't press, doesn't promise, doesn't bless, just waits a while, then moves along. Bring out your God, or don't, it's all the same. Bring out your God, or keep them in their place. No tally kept, no final call, no win, no loss. Bring out your God, or don't, and that's okay. Someone whispers, what if they fall? Someone else says, what if they don't? The cart just creaks between them both and keeps going. Morning comes, the street's the same. Nothing proven, nothing changed. Just a space where something was or wasn't. Lantern's gone, but not the thought. Not a lesson, not a fault. Just a question left behind. Soft. Bring out your God, if you ever feel like it. Bring out your God, or leave them where they sit. No one here to tell you how or tell you what it meant. Bring out your God, or don't. Just the echo of a wheel and the sense of something real, not in answers. Just the something real.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Bats, Michael V, and Morgan LeVay for that musical break again. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah. Even with the short information between
Bring out your gods.
even Harry applauded.
Yeah, it was a little surprising.
Maybe.
Well, much like the different songs suggested,
Can you question your beliefs?
or do you have a belief in gods or higher powers or anything? Well, much like even the belief in Sasquatch or the devil or aliens, even what shape is the earth? If you can answer these questions, please request up. We are not here to take away your gods or your belief in a toroidal earth, merely to ask questions and see if you understand what it is you believe.
We want you to bring out your guts.
I'm still picturing that wonderful fan art of "Bring Out Your Gods," "Bring Out Your Gods" from what movie was that?
Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes, that classic.
Since it's Eric Idle, it's a little bit more high pitched, like "Bring out your gods."
Living or deceased, please bring your gods. We'd be happy and pleased to interview them.